What if one day it suddenly starts raining and it never stops? What if the world you know completely disappears underwater? And what if only one person is chosen to save the future of humanity? This is the story of Noah's Ark. Long before cities rose and empires fell, the world was very different. Humanity had multiplied across the earth, but something had gone terribly wrong. Violence spread like wildfire. Corruption filled every corner of society. People turned away from what was good, choosing cruelty, selfishness, and chaos. And as the story goes, God looked upon the earth and was deeply grieved. It wasn't the world he had intended. But among all people, there was one man who stood apart. His name was Noah. Noah was righteous. He lived with integrity in a time when almost no one else did. While the world spiraled into darkness, Noah remained faithful, and so God chose him. One day, God spoke to Noah with a warning and a plan. The earth would be cleansed by a great flood. Everything corrupted would be washed away, but Noah would be saved, along with his family. God gave him very specific instructions. Build an ark, not a small boat, but a Vishal vessel, massive in size. It would be made of wood, sealed inside and out, with rooms, a door, and a window. It was to be long, wide, and tall, large enough to carry life through the coming storm. Noah obeyed. Day after day he worked, hammering, cutting, building, while the world around him likely mocked and questioned him. There had never been a flood like this before. The skies were clear. The warning must have sounded unbelievable. But Noah trusted. Years passed and the ark was completed. Then came the next command. Bring your family and bring the animals. 2 of every kind, male and female, came to the ark. Creatures of the land, birds of the sky, crawling things of the earth. Some accounts say that for certain animals more were taken. Imagine the scene: lions and lambs, elephants and sparrows, all moving toward this enormous structure. And when everything was ready, the door was shut. Then the rain began. At first, perhaps it seemed like any other storm, but it didn't stop. Rain poured from the sky for 40 days and 40 nights. Beneath the earth, waters burst forth. Rivers overflowed. Oceans rose. The floodwaters covered everything. Hills disappeared. Mountains vanished beneath the waves. The world as it was gone, but the ark floated. Inside, Noah, his family, and the animals were safe, carried above the chaos. For 150 days, the waters dominated the earth. Then, slowly, things began to change. The rain stopped. The waters started to recede. The ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Time passed. The peaks of mountains became visible again. But Noah waited. Finally, he sent out a raven. It flew back and forth, searching for dry land. Then he sent a dove. The dove returned. There was nowhere to land. 7 days later, he sent it again. This time, the dove came back with something in its beak, a fresh olive leaf. Life was returning. Hope was growing. After another 7 days, Noah sent the dove once more. This time, it did not return. The earth was ready. At last, God told Noah it was time to leave the ark. Imagine stepping out after all that time, onto a washed, silent world, clean and renewed. Noah and his family emerged. The animals spread out across the land. And the first thing Noah did was give thanks. Then came a promise. God set a sign in the sky, a rainbow, a covenant. Never again would a flood destroy all life on earth. The rainbow would stand as a reminder. Even after judgment, there is mercy. Even after destruction, there is a chance to begin again. And so the story of Noah's Ark is not just about a flood. It's about faith in the middle of doubt, obedience in the face of uncertainty, and hope after the storm. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more stories like this. And remember, sometimes the greatest miracles start with simple faith.
It's not just wood and nails, it's faith. And faith is something you can't see until it's finished.